And good morning on another Saturday morning sports talk with Kevin Hastings, Hunter Yancey, Tom Funny, and Terry Reinhardt, who was actually late this morning, and I was actually on time.
I wasn't late. That's the turn me on. Am I on?
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
There's
That's the
no
whole
way
thing.
I was late, JP.
Really, I was here at exactly 7:45.
Did we just now come on?
Who's the first one to talk, Terry?
Did we just now come on?
Is Terry not the
Yeah.
first one to talk?
True. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Okay, I was not late.
Really.
I don't come walking in at 10 after.
Yeah, I
This
wasn't
generation.
here
Why
till
Hunter's
after.
in there running the show?
Oh,
Well, good morning, Terry. I do want, in the spirit of last week's
I
show,
shot that down there.
hey.
yeah, in the spirit of last week's show, Terry was talking a little softball and things like that, and Tom was mentioning intramural sports. We won't get into his expertise or specialty, but my what I did want to mention, Terry, that you getting here exactly at sitting down pretty much exactly during the walk. That music, intro music, Terry, isn't your walk up music.
Is it
This
not?
isn't the WWE.
Don't.
You just don't walk in when that music starts, and it will.
Oh.
And then two, as far as intramurals go, a lot of guys I played with, a lot of the teams I played with, we'll say, had a player or two from the so-called your West Lincoln area that you're representing now with your shirt and hat, and they tended to show up about 1 minute until game time too, and said pretty much the exact same thing you just said. I'm here on time. Game hadn't started yet. That's all that matters.
You know, when I used to
When,
walk in the
when do y'all
gym,
warm up? I mean,
when I used
or
to
you just
walk
walk
in
in
the
ready?
gym in basketball, people said he's already open.
Hunter, it was a
I
problem.
hadn't even got
we had no
inside
idea
you.
if the West Lincoln folks were showing up until 1 minute before the intramural games. And here comes Terry in his West Lincoln gear, walking in at game time, thinking that's his intro music.
All you got to do is be there and be on time
Be there, be square.
and ready to go.
Terry,
And I'm
just,
ready to go.
I'll just give you some fun. Terry, we had all kinds of fun this week. We have sports back. We've got NASCAR from Darlington this weekend. It was a week, I get to say, a good week of racing, fun week of racing. Not how I wanted it exactly to turn out, but for the guy I'm pulling for. But either way, it was. I don't think Terry had that great of a weekend either.
Hey, my guy don't run into the back of somebody when he's trying to win the first stage.
Terry, your guy wrecks people on purpose,
It's okay.
and
My guy goes for the win. He don't run into people.
all we know is Chase Elliott thinks Kyle Busch is number one, and that's the only thing that matters. And he let the world know that Kyle Busch is number one, didn't he, Terry?
Exactly. He knows it.
He knows it. Kyle's been struggling. I just, it's just awful.
I don't feel. I
we'll
wouldn't
talk
say
NASCAR here in just a little
struggling.
bit.
Second is struggling.
Yeah, struggling.
That means he's
We'll
like
get to it. We'll get to it.
30-some cars behind you is all I got to say. I don't know whether that's
fine.
struggling.
It's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about it here in just a little bit. We've got NASCAR to get into, Major League Baseball updates, and with what they're trying to do. We've got high school athletic associations and news and notes maybe with that. Some graduation updates for everybody. What's going on in the area. I'll pull up something for the folks to give everybody a quick note on that real quick as well. NFL news and notes. Dak Prescott still unsigned, Terry. We're going to break that down. You got
That's crazy.
You got any extra money for him?
I ain't got no money for him right
You
now.
got no money for him.
He's got an agent that's greedy as can be, and Dak's just having to go with him.
Hunter, that's not what they told me 4 years ago, is it? That's not what they told me 4 years ago, I swear. But
The downfall of the Cowboys are getting ready to happen.
the downfall of the
It's
Cowboys.
already
Terry,
happened.
it's been 25 years.
What? No,
It's been in an NFC championship game.
it's got to be. I mean,
No, what do you mean no?
my God, Tom, what are you doing?
I'm liking and shared.
No,
There we go.
That's the best response I think every time. You win the Golden Goose Award for the morning. Put a star on Tom's note.
Yeah.
On his.
You have to like and
sheet.
share, Terry. If you have a phone that's made in the last like 10 years, you can do that.
I can like and share all the time.
He would know what a like or a share was, Tom.
Yeah.
Liking
right?
and sharing is like going to the Sunday picnic at West Lincoln Baptist Church. There's other ways to do it too. You can
Do
it
you have to
electronically.
give somebody? Oh, I like this, and click in. Now tell me how many people in this world does that? Everybody. For what reason?
That's what the world runs on, Terry. Now,
Because Terry, the world's changed since 1975.
Because
I like it.
you can
okay.
you can take likes to advertisers and say this is how many
Right.
eyes and ears we have.
so
It's you can use it as a metric.
Terry, you can roll your eyes about it all you want. That's how
Oh,
it
my
works nowadays. So for example,
How many shares do you get?
there are tons of. I keep telling you about these video game kids that make all this money. You just had a kid who plays Super Mario Brothers online for likes and shares, paid $800,000 to eat dinner with Tom Brady.
Well, how many people in here get on Facebook and say, "I'm friends with everybody"?
A lot of people do,
Yeah, a lot of people do.
but likes and
Just not
shares,
Terry.
just not Terry.
It's not Terry.
Now,
Yeah.
now some people don't. Some people use it for different ways, promotions, communications, and other things. But a lot of people do use that as a way of income, Hunter. Big news in the podcast world this week. I guess we'll talk about that on Monday, folks. You want to listen and watch our podcast Mondays and Wednesdays at 2:00. We do sports. Hunter is allowed to cuss in those, and we allow we
It's
unleash
raw. It's
him.
just raw.
We
It's just
unleash him a
raw.
little bit, I guess, in that. But Joe Rogan announced this week. Hunter,
Yes, Spotify
that
exclusive.
Terry, he's getting a $100 million deal just to switch platforms. Like, this is before he gets a single like or share. This is hey, don't broadcast on this platform, switch to ours, $100 million, and that's for we don't know only 2 or 3 years. It's not even
Another thing that goes with
like
the podcast
5 or 10
platform
type
is Apple is now looking for Apple exclusives they're trying to answer what Spotify is doing because Spotify is taking
Hunter, we need to put up a sign on our show for sale for
for
rent.
sale for rent.
Do you
For
think
Apple.
I can go
Apple
on
and
that guy
Spotify.
making that $100 million and say I like you, and he give me 200,000?
Terry, let me explain something. to you.
If he's on DMT, maybe he
Oh,
likes
Terry,
taking that.
I know.
I mean,
Terry, I
well,
know-
Tom.
Terry-
Why did I bring it up? Why didn't I just
well,
lie?
Terry,
Should I just lie?
I know a fella.
It's okay.
You
Tom.
did it.
I know.
It's okay, Tom. What else we got to talk about? Ain't much more
I know,
going
right?
on.
I wanted to talk about Dak Prescott is +4 over Andy Dalton. I
We'll
wanted
get
to
We're
talk
to
gonna
about
get
that.
into all that. Terry, now one quick other thing. I know a guy who's got married to a lady who she is a YouTube star, and her part of one of her videos that has like 100,000 views is what sandwich should we feed our kids today? And she talks to the camera and says, "Do we
I
gotta
bet
do
y'all
peanut
jump
butter
on-
and
I
jelly,
like-
or do I
I
do
like-
BLT?" And she gets paid for that.
It's amazing.
He has
people
quit
do.
his job pretty much so they can talk to the camera and say, "Hey, what are we going to feed our kids today?"
Good job.
I'm just telling. He
He
doesn't,
doesn't
get
understand.
it at all. Does
He doesn't
I
understand.
do understand. I mean,
Like-
I guess, in this world right now that we're living in, it's a great thing. You can do it from home.
It's
you
all
never
about,
have to
it's,
leave.
It's all about
entertainment.
advertising. It's all about the numbers you see, the numbers
Good
you
job,
the-
Tom.
getting
I know.
getting the word out. Terry.
It's how
So,
radio and
for all of
television
our
has been
advertisers out there,
just
want to
internet
thank you
wise.
for everything you guys do. So for
So I
us
guess
getting
if
out
you
there.
don't get many likes, the people just didn't like what you just put on.
or
Is that
They
how it
didn't see
works?
They didn't see it.
Didn't
know.
see
Oh, they
it.
didn't see it. Okay, I guess
Algorithms.
that's how I'd look at it. Also,
Here's one though. Here's one. You talk about
Terry,
all
you
this
should
exposure.
embrace
We
it
talk
because
about-
then your reach is getting further.
look.
You say the world listens to you.
Here's something for you though.
every week.
We can watch a woman make a sandwich for her kids, and millions of people can watch it. But like last night, I watched that old movie Miracle about the 1980 hockey team when they beat the Soviet Union.
Mhm.
That game wasn't even on live television.
Yeah,
How far have we come in 40 years that game was not seen
yeah.
on live television, but we can watch a woman make a freaking
Did it even
sandwich.
happen?
Terry, how about
Did it even happen? It wasn't even on television. Did it even happen?
Terry?
I
there are
could
people-
make a sandwich like that woman does on that commercial where it's sloppy and it's wet
Well,
and
if
the
you make it
water's going
interesting,
everywhere.
Terry,
I'll tell you
like
what,
that,
Terry,
there you go.
You're going down
if you
the
make
road.
it interesting enough and say this is the best sandwich in the world, you might get some likes and some shares.
Sloppy Terry sandwich channel.
Oh,
That was,
good.
and we just hit.
There you go,
We might have just went
JP, see
jackpot.
what I get into when I come in late?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I'm surprised.
That's why he was on
I'm
time
just
today.
surprised we got
Yeah.
an answer from. Well, before Tom and Terry got here, JP took a nap at the parking lot.
He's probably the first one out there.
No, he wasn't.
Was he not?
No,
Well, okay.
he was
didn't
not
beat
first
you.
one, but he was.
He was second because when I pulled up, he was there, and I
There
looked
you
over
go.
because I wondered. I didn't see your vehicles here,
Then
and
said,
I
"Uh-oh."
saw Kevin's vehicle, and I was like, "So is nobody here?" And I look over, I'm like, "Well, JP's here," and JP's just
knocked out.
sleep in his driver's seat, and I'm like, I don't know, is the people not here? I guess I just opened the
JP
door.
works hard during the week, though. Give him a break.
Oh, he does.
He works hard.
He does.
I just got done with a 6-day stretch at Publix, so yeah.
Good job, Terry.
A
We
6-day
appreciate
stretch.
what you do. You're an essential employee.
It's
Don't
essential
let anyone
employees.
ever tell you, JP, that you are not essential. Both your jobs are considered essential, JP.
Yeah, because you have to be here.
Yeah.
You
I make y'all sound good.
oh my.
Oh,
And there we
JP,
go.
let's not get
And
carried
there-
away.
There
cut
we
him
go.
off.
There we go.
Cut him
All I
off.
said was I make y'all sound good with the board. I didn't say anything else.
I think the shark has been jumped. What do you think, Hunter? No. All right. Well, Terry, I got one more note for you about the YouTube stuff. How about, and folks, the reason we talk about this, we put all of our videos on YouTube. So get online, check them out, give us videos so Terry can make money one day, give him clicks and likes, and make him go aluminum maybe one day instead of platinum. And get Terry some new outdoor furniture. How about that, Terry? But how about I stumbled upon a channel that would make you, pull your hair out if
Stumbled a challenge.
upon a channel.
Oh, a
on
channel.
YouTube.
YouTube.
How about and I know you don't know what they're called, reaction channels basically. And what they do is these kids like Hunter's age
I know what you're talking
will
about.
watch music videos and things like that they've never seen before. You'll get on there and just watch like Metallica videos or Led Zeppelin videos or Merle Haggard videos and stuff like that. And and they get tons of hits, and all they're doing is going, "Ooh, I like that sound."
And then then all of a sudden
And-
they'll ask him who is that, and they'll go, I don't know who that is.
Millions of people have know who these people are, and they're just like, listen. But that people were on Twitter and on the internet when Kanye played with Paul McCartney at one of these award shows, and they were saying, "Oh, good for Kanye making that old man famous.
As if they didn't know who Paul McCartney already was.
Good for Kanye for helping making that old man famous." And it was talking about Paul McCartney. So I stumbled upon this other channel, Terry. This could be your job. It was a lady watching old NBA highlights and responding to them. And the one I stumbled upon was the Larry Bird one. And it was just nothing but her watching Larry Bird highlights and going, "Oh," and she was British, so she, the accent was just funny. "Oh, such a nice play." And she had over 100-something thousand hits on that, Terry. Just saying "ooh" and "ah," nice play, Larry Bird.
Okay. See, I don't know how to do this. America, to me, here we go. That's it.
No.
Is I have a hard time like going into restaurants, which we can do now, some, and people sitting around a family, and their two kids are on their phones, and the two grown-ups are on their phones, and they're not even speaking to each other. Now they could be texting each other like people do, but Tom, how does that happen? Why has America come with more interest in that phone? You give a kid a phone and they're occupied for life. They have.
I can tell you why.
I mean, you can walk uptown and people are walking down the street 4 or 5 in a row, and every one of them's got out their phone.
I do enjoy, like, when I play golf, I leave it in my car. When I go,
Yes.
yeah. Sometimes when I go into my
When you
dad's house,
umpire,
I just
all
when
that
I
stuff.
umpire, never, and that drives me nuts when I see another umpire out there
And had
left
on
field
his?
with his phone. It just looks so bad. But there are times where I just I need a phone escape. I don't need to take pictures.
Your
or anything.
brains now have been transformed, basically,
oh
to
Lordy.
put off the same endorphins when you look at a phone as if you were hooked on crack cocaine.
I don't know if
It's-
it's crack.
Yes, I've seen the research.
Well, crack will kill you. A phone will just make you stupid.
I
He's
know
talking
that.
about the
I'm talking
addiction.
about the
Okay,
addiction.
okay.
I'm talking about the
Not
addiction.
that.
I'm not the addiction, like the endorphins that
Okay,
you
Tom,
get where
stay
you're
with
just
us.
where you're just
Okay.
hooked. You're just
I was
hooked
getting
to
ready to
it.
say, wait a minute.
Where you're just
now.
hooked to it, and
I see what you're
especially,
saying,
and I
okay.
know what you're talking about, Terry.
Yeah.
I see it all the time. Kids my
addiction
age
properties.
sit at the
Okay.
table with their parents, and they don't even talk to them, which I don't understand that.
Why did you
but-
go out and eat with them? I'd have left them at home. It'd
Yeah,
saved me
and,
money.
And just say left them at home. So if you want to if you want to text them and talk to them, you can still do the same. I'm out to eat. LOL. This cake is good. Wish you were here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
wish you were here.
even on a bus now, when you're with people, they'll be texting each other from seat to seat, and they're sitting side by side.
My wife texts me when she's in her room watching. I'll be outside or watching TV in another room.
My sister did that to me the other day. She asked me what I wanted for lunch, and of course I was going to answer. I was like, "Oh, okay." You asked me what I want for lunch.
What? I mean, I
But
understand that. I'm with you on that.
What really hurts is, they did that study, and a lot of it is they did it on children too, because parents now, and I'm not questioning everybody's parenting. I'm just saying, but a lot of parents now, it's not go outside. It's, well, here, just play with this.
It's the easy way to
It's
shut
play
them
with this
up. It
iPhone.
is.
Now I will say this:
Here.
it makes them smarter if you get them on the right apps, because there's always so many learning tools that come with it. They make them so much smarter. But when you take it away from them, it's like they become little fiends. They're like, "Where is it? Where?"
And speaking of
is
phones,
it?
Yeah, I mean, so we're for you folks listening on the radio, 92.3 FM, 1590 AM here in the Cherville area. By the way, if you're coming by the studios, please be careful, especially around this animal hospital. There's a speed up zone at the top of the hill, and then there's a passing zone right here. And a lot of people don't pay attention, and you're talking about your phones, Terry. And for you folks listening, we broadcast live on the internet on Facebook, and we post our audio on podcast wherever you can find your podcast, and we put the replays on YouTube. We put some highlights on there too. But yesterday, Andre and I was sitting here. There was 2 accidents, and one happened while the other one was still out here. So all the emergency personnel had just left. It wasn't 5 minutes later.
They come right back.
The trooper is still sitting in the animal hospital parking lot,
huh,
right
You'd have
next
to go
to him.
for
So so this is what happened. So the first wreck, a lady is turning left into the animal hospital, and someone behind, a young man behind her. I don't know how he hit her or why he did, but just skidded in. But we heard it. I was sitting right there in the thing. Heard poof. And so we've heard a bunch of wrecks out here. So we go out and check and look. And Dr. Turner over here that I grew up with, Brett, he was out in the street making sure that no one needed any immediate medical attention that maybe he could help with. And the lady, she was hurt a little bit. The young man was okay, and the guy came. Her husband actually was in the hospital the day before they told us, and he showed up with his arm in a sling, but. So what happened was there was a guy waiting to pull out with his dog, and he saw the wreck. So he's the witness to the first wreck, right? So they get that all cleaned up. Our friend Glenn Morrow, one of Dad's good friends, I know you probably know Glenn. He's driving the truck. He's the first one on the scene, driving the truck, and Glenn's retired. And I was like, "Was you at the station or at home?" Because I know where he lives. I was wondering if he actually drove to the station and got here and still beat everybody or not. But he was the first one here. So give big props to Glenn for making it here first. And they got everything cleaned up. Finally got the traffic moving and everything. And the only people left was the 2 folks in the accident. Well, she had left in the ambulance, so that the cars were there, the state trooper and the witness. Well, the witness is sitting at the back of the state trooper thing, filling out the form. And all of a sudden, me and Andre just walked in. We had just sat back down, ordered lunch. He sat down to watch Judy. That's what he does during the day at 12:30. And we heard, boom. It was like, was that another one? Then, boom. It's like, no, it had to be. And that's because it is either that or a truck was just right outside the door, a delivery truck. So we went outside, and there's the trooper holding up the street. And 3 cars wrecked in front of us again in the same exact spot. And the first guy is
That
still
trooper
sitting
earned
there.
his money.
So
He was busy.
So this time, the first responder is the tow truck for the first accident. So he's in there first, getting the
He's
first
already
guy
there.
out. And then all of a sudden, here comes all the same people who just left. And they all showed back. Exact same people showed up. I asked them if anybody brought us the Sun Drop Slushy while they was out. Nobody did. I don't know why, Terry. They just went down the street and back. Glenn was the first one back again, threw his arms up. He couldn't believe he was back again. I went out there and talked to him for a minute and came back, and I talked to the witness, and he said, damn it, I was about to leave. I was done filling out my witness report. Now I got to fill out a whole nother one. So he'd already got his second paper out and started working on his second witness report, all within a 30, 45-minute span of each other. So we got a little bit of entertainment here at the office. Everybody is okay as far as we know. Nothing serious, except there was 2 of the 3 of the cars were probably totaled, but the rest of them were. Everybody was out walking except for the first lady, and they didn't say any immediate medical danger as far as we know. So hopefully she's okay and everybody out here is okay. But please be careful out here around the radio station and animal hospital.
Just remember, them cars are not built like NASCAR.
No, they ain't built like they used to, are they, Terry?
No.
You know what? Why can't they get us bumpers and stuff? They bounce around like bumper cars. Go to the track.
It's not.
All right.
Not how they're built now.
So let's finish it up. What we was also getting to there while folks were watching and talking about the phones there, Terry, is JP is gonna need a neck rub there after he's been looking at that phone the last 20-something straight minutes. It's good to see your eyes open, JP. Good morning, buddy. Good morning.
He's still flipping the phone and he's not even looking at it.
His thumb was moving.
It
looking
was.
At us,
Did you see it?
It was just a natural movement. His thumb was moving around, and unless he just got to sit there on video. JP, have you ate yet?
No, I haven't eaten yet.
That's why his eyes are still open, ain't they?
He's not digesting yet.
Yeah.
Andre, we watched watching the video the other day for a little comedy session there. JP, have you the back of your eyelids, and Andre said that we can't feed you till 9:15 should be the rule, because that's the sign of a man who's got a full belly right there.
Oh, Andre.
And I want to thank our breakfast sponsor, Terry. What we got this morning? What'd you eat?
Mitchum's Kitchen. I had a sausage, egg, and cheese is what I had this morning.
And I had a bacon, egg, and cheese on toast, as usual.
And
Excellent.
I'm about to get in my sunrise special here during the break, everybody. Sausage, egg, cheese, onions,
Hunter's over
peppers.
here saying, "Can you give
wrapped.
me one? Because I'm starving." Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
throwing his over to the
This is
side.
not.
Are you
My
still
allergies
filling up
and
on your
everything-
protein shakes?
I have been. What it is protein shakes mixed with immune boosters.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get my immune system boosted up. So I've been doing this every morning for about 2 weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks now, and I missed taking it yesterday, and I think it's hating me for it because my allergies are killing me today.
You need a lot of vitamin C and a lot of vitamin D, Hunter.
I need a lot of vitamins.
Sit
That's
out in the
exactly
sun.
right. What sun?
Eating fruit.
And not much
We had
sun
about
today.
a minute and a half yesterday.
Well, no, that's what makes me mad. We did for a minute. And that's what makes me mad. Though, is my plan today
Well, there was
was.
plenty of sun yesterday where everybody wrecked out here in front of the office. There was no rain.
Yeah, well,
during
it had
the-
like a small break, and then it started to rain again that evening. Back we're at home, but it's so wet outside. I was gonna mow grass today, but I'll probably gum up the blades if I touch anything now today, unless the sun comes out. If it comes out, but I don't know. It looks like it could be overcast today. So.
Well, I got to go running down the creek because the rain out last night washed out one of our
everything.
chairs. So we're going on a chair hunt this
Oh.
morning. It was pretty. we did find, by the way, we walked up the creek last night before we go to break here. We found a waterfall that we didn't know was. It's not on our land. It's right adjacent to our land. When the water's not running, it's probably a trickle.
Right.
But yesterday it was. The reason it turned into a waterfall is it's like a 15-foot drop.
Mm-hmm.
So usually it's probably just trickles down the side. And yesterday it was just pouring out. So I
Well,
got some
tell you
cool
what,
video of that.
if it doesn't rain today, if it's continuing what they're predicting coming from the west, what was over Kansas, we're gonna get absolutely poured on next week.
Yes.
All right, well, we'll get Toto ready. All right, JP, let's take a break. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to enjoy some breakfast. Good morning, everybody watching and listening. Hello, Gene Boys. He's out there on the internet. The Yeti, the Blue Yeti himself, Tom.
The Blue Yetis.
We'll get him in here on Saturday mornings, maybe get him some breakfast, put some Mitchum's Kitchen in his belly, Terry, and talk to him about because they've got big, they're going to be probably getting some good, maybe some transfers and stuff in with some of these teams cutting and then some of the Major League Baseball teams with the draft. And
I'll
everything.
answer you, Gene. We'll look at it in the break, and then we'll see.
We'll
let
back
you
in just
know.
a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
As our economy gradually reopens, remember to support local.
Know you're doing the right thing and stay proud.
Be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
Shop local with whatsupshopper.com, Carolina Country, and The Boss. Looking for a new car? Maybe a pre-owned car or truck, or maybe an SUV? Then let your fingers do the walking and go to whatsupshopper.com. Local dealers with local vehicles. You don't have to drive all over the country. Just click on whatsupshopper.com and take a look at the local selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more from local dealers in Gaston, Cleveland, and Lincoln counties. Car shopping just got easier by going to whatsupshopper.com. Pick yours out today.